So I was just picking up my vehicle from an oil change, and the person came out of the garage and said, "What can I do for you, young lady?" And I know that this was intended to be a greeting of respect and kindness, or politeness maybe, but I had this immediate like, okay, young, maybe comparatively, I'll take it. But I was like, lady, what do I do with that? Like, it's so complicated because I know this person only intended kindness. There was a smile on their face. Like, I know that they weren't trying to like patronize me or gender me, but I felt so gendered and so inappropriately gendered. And I don't know what to do with that. Like, what do you do with that when someone like has the best of intentions, and I don't really want to spend all of my spoons trying to educate someone at the Costco car center?
You know what it is with this whole topic, right? Is
Jesus.
that people that take offense to it need to understand, like she sounds like she does understand it's not coming from a bad place, but when people are not used to life being that way and it's now a new way, you have to understand and accept that people are still learning, so it is going to happen and you can't take offense to it. And if you want people to learn, you do need to have the patience to explain it, you know.
Yeah, there's nothing complicated about the situation. Nothing whatsoever. What Sabi said is exactly right. It's a new world for a lot of people, and some people are willing to accept it. Maybe that guy was, and some people ain't, and you'll have to deal with that as well. But for you to say, oh, it's so complicated that he was trying to be kind to me, maybe just understand the world that we live in now, and it's very weird for a lot of people, and accept that he was being kind to you, and it's not complicated. The only reason it's complicated is because you're complicating it. How about just go home? You made a whole TikTok about it. About this man who was being kind to you. And you said it's complicated. You felt so gendered. This is getting more and more ridiculous as time goes on. I used to think that this was going to be like something that just blows over and people are going to be, oh my God, this is ridiculous. I'm not saying blows over as in trans people don't exist. I mean, these stupid TikTok videos of people making something out of nothing. He was nice to you. It's not complicated. Go about your business.
Yeah, you know what it is as well, is that also you don't have to stand there and educate him or give him one long lecture. You could just be like, hey, sorry, I'm not a lady. I don't have a gender, or I don't want to be referred to as that. And then he might be like, oh, I'm so sorry. And then you go about your business. It doesn't all need to be a big discussion. Like, there's just ways you can approach situations without having to make it into a big deal. Just, hey, sorry, I'm not that. Maybe be careful next time. Don't assume, or anything like that.
Also, I don't think you're in any position to educate anyone if you yourself can't understand the dynamics of a conversation and when someone's being kind to you. If you can't work out why that situation wasn't complicated and you couldn't just say thank you and keep it moving, you're not in a position to educate anyone. You're too far up yourself. You need to educate yourself first. You need to pull your head out of your ass. You know, I've been misgendered before. I was walking with two girls. I think I've told you this before. I was walking with my sister-in-law and her friend on either side of me. And obviously I've got long hair as well. We're walking and this Jamaican guy comes out the shop and he starts hollering at all of us. Oh, you three beautiful ladies. I turned around and I said to him, I'm not a lady, bro. And he went, and he walked back into the shop. And you know what I did after being misgendered? Went about my business. Because I understand.
Yeah, but I think it's different for you as opposed to them, because they obviously are feeling a bit more, say, targeted and feeling like people are misgendering them on purpose, which isn't always the case.
But she identified that he was being kind.
Yeah, exactly. But that's where, if she's got an issue with it, or we can't even say she, if they have an issue with it, that's fine. You just said she as well, so don't try to at me.
Yeah, but
that's fine. But, you know, they don't need to say thank you and go about their business. They just need to approach the situation. If you want people to get used to it, you're going to have to speak up. Yeah. And it doesn't always need to be a long lecture. Like I said, just find an easy way to put out there your message across. Put your message across out there. Sorry, I'm not speaking properly. And that's it.
You're tripping over your language, isn't it?
Yeah.
It is difficult. When you see someone that looks like a woman, your immediate reaction is going to be like she or her.
Because that's what we're used to. But you can't get mad at people for it. And if you want it to work in your favor, you need to have the energy and the patience to be able to explain yourself to people. That's what I think anyway. And you've used your energy to make a TikTok video, and you could have used that same energy to just tell this guy how you felt.
Yeah, and the thing is that not everybody's gonna accept it, and you have to be willing to accept that as well. If you want people to be accepting, you need to be accepting as well. And we understand that they say it's a social construct, whatever, like whatever you want to call it. Some people are not going to be willing to accept it. It's a shift of the way of thinking, right? If you believe that a man can be a woman, you're shifting the way you're thinking, because that's not what we've ever been taught, and there's clear differences between men and women. But if you want to identify as that, that's your prerogative. That's up to you. I don't really care. My problem is that when you try to push your ideas on people, or you make TikToks blowing someone up because they misgendered you. Like, first of all, he didn't do it on purpose. He didn't know that you were transgender or non-binary and then call you she. So to even make a TikTok about it, it's just like, why not just go about your business? Did you have to open your phone and speak into the camera and I don't know, like the thing is, it's very easy to identify people as well. Someone at their workplace could be just like you, one of these stupid activists, and the guy could end up losing his job. I mean, it's not the first time we've heard of something happen like this, where people track someone down, they why they didn't do anything, and then they've lost their job. Just go about your business. If someone misgenders you and you can see they're clearly not doing it to be vile, they're not doing it to be harmful to you or whatever, just go about your day. You don't have to go on TikTok. You don't have to get them likes. It's not that deep. It really, really isn't that deep.